Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. John Hood, the legislature sees intent on doing away with, or at least drastic changing, driver's education. As the father of teenagers, what's your perspective on the value of driver's ed and how, if anything, it might need to be changed?
Well, as the father of teenagers, I worry about driving all the time. And I think that it's important for teenage boys and girls to learn how to drive properly. I think you could obviously always organize it differently, staff it differently, pay for it differently. I think there's no magic number. If they want to adjust the cost sharing and maybe have some additional means testing or something like that, it doesn't strike me as outrageous. But obviously you want young people to learn how to drive. Some of that is behind the wheel, even with your parents, and some of it is using professional help. I think it's reasonable to consider that to be part of the educational process, though it obviously doesn't have to happen at school.
We talked about the expectation of increasing the number of hours when teenagers had provisional licenses, and they had to get certain percentage grades in order to be able to get that provisional license. But they're going to give parents the opportunity to opt out of driver's ed. Is that a good idea?
I think that the driving test is the most important thing, and the number of hours that a student has driven basically as a practice before is probably the most important thing. But I wouldn't get entirely rid of an educational requirement, at least for 16, 17-year-olds. And I hate to break it to everybody at the DMV, but if they think that all these forms that are being turned in with all these hours that teenagers are claiming to have driven are all correct and honest, they don't know teenagers.
You're not telling me that there's some fudging going on here. Oh, me. Well, thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.